Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Gemini for the month of August 2022. So, I'd like to begin by welcoming everyone who's returning to this monthly series and also to welcome anyone who is new to my channel. We welcome you. First of all, I'd like to invite you, if you at the end of the video or at any time that you're watching this, to subscribe to this channel, to select the all notification bell, and even if you are already currently a subscriber, please just check to make sure everything is still stable, and to also like or dislike and leave comments. I enjoy and appreciate your comments. I don't always have the time to respond, but I do appreciate you being here and hearing how this information resonates with you. Also, since this is my 10th anniversary year, and if you really feel called to have an angel reading with me, you can go to my current website, theangelschool.com/services, and there's a link below in the description area of this video, and you can select my first time promotional offer, angel reading. It's my discounted hourly reading, and I'm offering it unlimited for this entire year because it's my 10th anniversary on YouTube. So I really happy to be able to make this offer, and like I said, if you feel really a strong sense to have a reading with me in your heart, then go for it. Eventually, my new website will be angelicwisdom.org. Okay. Also, one other thing is I've posted the angel reading. Well, actually today, and that today would be July 25th. But you probably, when this video comes out, it will be a little bit later in the week, so just letting you know that. But I'll put a link also in the description area so you can find it, and please check it out. Make sure you watch it before or definitely after this video. So the cards in front of us are from the Archangel that you'll be working with this month. And for some reason, I kept trying to pull like all Archangel cards. I don't know what this means, but we'll find out. But I caught myself, and all right. So, and the cards on either side are going to be messages from your guardian angel, the Major Arcana lesson, and the Minor Arcana lesson. So, what is the big picture? What is influencing your life at this time? What are those themes and lessons that are just shaping in the Minor Arcana, your day-to-day experience and awareness? And then this card is going to help you with that, and then give you advice about how you might be able to work with it. So let's close our eyes and just focus within, Gemini. Focus within your heart chakra and just take some deep breaths. And know that when you do this, you expand your consciousness, you expand your connection to the earth and to your I am presence, to source. And Gemini, they show me this really wide tree. I mean, it is huge, the tree trunk. It's not as tall, the trunk of the tree, which is also a good thing because it means that you easily connect to your higher wisdom. And boy, they're showing me things like, I don't know, they talk like piano. So they just wrote piano. And the word royal, I don't know what that means. But it gives me a sense of excellence. Maybe you have some music abilities or artistic talents. and that this is going to be a really good month for you, in terms of, your talents sort of really coming out. What I saw is this grand piano now where the top has been removed. So I feel like the lid is being removed on something, and it's just going to be full sound, full volume in some regard, that your creative skills or gifts are going to just reach a full volume. So either, depending on what your gifts are, the volume, maybe you're going to produce a large volume of work that you might create or manifest. Yeah, it's just some way. This is just going to be really a great time for you. And they wrote the word surrealism, so it's going to feel a little bit surreal. So it gives me a sense that this is sort of going to feel like sort of an out of body experience, a non. It's not an ordinary experience, but it's just going to be really great. And so they just want you to respect it, and they want you to respect it by accepting compensation. And that might also be that you get job opportunities that you don't feel like you're worthy of them. And it might be because the price tag, or the compensation might be huge, and that might put a lot of responsibility on you, right? Or it may be for some of you that you get undervalued, and all of it is a test. And what a test is, in my understanding as of today, that it's a way for the universe to help you practice healing these things in our lives, right? To practice the new and the improved habits. And so you can get tested even when it's something good, and like you might doubt it. You might doubt that this is good. You like when you just say, I'm confused, right? And so the tests will keep coming, and the lessons will keep coming around the exact same thing until you are ready to pass the test. Because there's no answer sheet, and there are no questions. There is only a belief that you keep repeating. It's not something that is difficult to overcome. There is really no such thing as a problem. The problem is your perception, and that is why it is a problem. And if you would not see it as that way, but see it as a choice, and that's often difficult because it comes with responsibility, change. We're comfortable in what we're doing, and we don't want to change, right? And so, this could be around your gifts or skill that, you've been doing it a certain way, and somebody introduces something new to you to make you more productive, and it's the right thing to do, but you're scared, so you disbelieve, right? So there's all kinds of ways that this denial could play out. But despite all of that, they want you to understand that this is an opportunity for you. And they just wrote orgasmic opportunity for you to really expand the volume of your abilities, your talents, and your work. All right, let's take a look at the Archangel, because it just kept wanting to get archangels. Okay, so this is Archangel Butail. And my understanding about this Archangel, as you can see, he is in charge of all of the planets in the universe, making sure that they stay in alignment and stay on course, right? So if something is out of balance or is veering off course, then he is there to help guide it. So know that you are being guided, even if it looks like you're steering off your course or all course in general. Like if it just seems like all logic has been thrown to the wind, know that this is the path that you're being guided to follow. You're being led in order to help you to get back in alignment with the universe. So this card is telling me that you're a universal being. And when your natural way of being is to flow with that universal current. When you don't, things just get off and you feel really like a fish out of water. So this is about right now that you've been out of alignment, been like a fish out of water for a while. And this word here, expand your horizons. And it's because you have not taken steps to really expand yourself in a long time. You might be really successful and really making a lot of great strides, but they want to take you out of the self. That's the word I first saw. I'm just remembering that when I was shuffling the cards. They want to take you out of this focus on self, because you're a universal being. Your focus and your energy is really about planetary service, about the universe, and that alignment. You're here to create this interdependence, to help people to tap into our interdependence, and it's like you're here to really, you came here for a higher cause, right? So think broad, think universal, on a universal scale. Don't limit your gifts. The best way I can say it at this moment. Don't limit yourself, because you're anything but limited. Okay, so the card I'm looking at right now from the Major Arcana is something about balance, temperance, divine alchemy. So the card is saying compromise, self-control, moderation, right? So you might need, first of all, I feel like you're trying to fit yourself into, say the word conquer. So you've got this mindset of like you're trying to conquer all these goals and ambitions that you have, right? But they're writing candle. You can only burn one candle at a time. I mean, you can burn more candles at a time, but boy, you're gonna get really hot, right? So it's gonna become too intense on your energy, right? So focus on one candle at a time. Let that candle burn out. While that candle's burning, so to speak, it gives you focus when you feel challenged and when you're confused. So they want you to focus and tailor all of your action steps and your plans towards being in alignment, stand in the flow as long as that candle's burning. When it's done, move on. Okay? Then move to the next candle. And you'll find that you will actually be able to do more. I almost get this sense of, if you were to focus on the flame, on a passion at a time, that you'll get more things done. You'll be able to be in all the places, and the more places that will be called to be, to show up. And you'll feel successful. You won't feel exhausted, but you'll feel energized. And in some ways, they wrote the word rested, because you're not struggling against anything. Think about children when they play all day. They only focus on their pleasure. They don't focus on your rules. That's why you have to keep reminding them of the rules, because they develop natural amnesia because the pleasure is too good. The imaginative play is too spontaneous, too it's like a reboot. So they literally just like don't remember. because they're constantly rebooting and remembering who they are. And as they remember who they are, like afresh in every moment of that experience, then they are inexhaustible. And they, at the end of the day, have had a lot of fun. You and I, because we worry and complain, we've had very little. And we feel overwhelmed. And we feel that things are impossible. You are a universal being, and you're thinking in terms of limits, and that is the hang up. Okay, so how this is going to play out for you is, it's going to feel like things are just happening all at once. And so basically, the way this lesson is being presented to you, and I like that this is sort of like these wands are flying beyond the earth and out into the universe, right? You're being asked to give. And there's, the month is going to be like a lot of multitasking, a lot of things happening at speeds that you're not going to be comfortable with. But you need to just focus on that light. Light the candle, light a literal candle, you could, instead of using clocks, light a candle, because there's no meter, there's no qualifications or quantifying of when it's going to go out, right? And let it burn and work until you either need to stop and you want to put the candle out and then start it again, or until the candle just burns. It's a bit dramatic, I think, but the idea is to not focus on time like a ticking clock, but to focus on internal time. So whether you use this literally or you think of it metaphorically is up to you, okay? So what's the advice here? Trust that you are ready to soar. Trust that you can do that nothing is impossible for you. Trust that you're not limited. Trust that this is, whatever's unfolding is helping to remind you that you're not limited. And that's why it might be a lot of things happening all at once. And they just write, resign yourself. Just let go and let God and let your talents, let yourself be used. Meaning, that's an old expression we used to say in my upbringing in my church, but it's let yourself be used by the light. Let yourself be a channel, better way to say it. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month of August. This is Leo energy, so we got to go with the fire. This month, everybody's going to be revved up about something, so just go with it. God bless you.